Previously on MBOX Ultimate Upgrade Secrets, we learned that most TV box problems are caused by factory-installed launchers. We took care of that. We updated Android. We installed voice control. We installed brand new streaming apps and generally turned our old TV boxes into the devices we always wanted but never thought was possible. But if you have an old M8S Pro, there's still a few things that you may wish to do. First, let's fix the Mecool IR remote. Ever wonder why you couldn't get the TV control buttons to work, no matter how carefully you followed the learning instructions? Well, it's because the instructions, printed right on the back of the remote, are wrong. They're not only confusing, they're just plain wrong. To get this feature working, just disregard them. Now, it's often said, if you don't know where you're going, you're never going to get there. Training the learning keys on a Mecool IR remote generally involves 7 steps. The TVR shown here on this list in red, beside step 4, stands for TV remote. Only step 4 takes place on the TV remote. It helps to remember that. Everything else takes place on the Mecool remote. Best to pause the video here. Take a minute to study what it is we're about to do. When you're ready, collect your 2 remotes, set them right down in front of you, and follow along with me now to get those TV control buttons finally working. Step 1. Enter learning mode. We have the set button there on the left side of the remote. We're going to press and hold that blue set button. Now hold means you hold it down. You just don't tap it. So press and hold the blue set button until the flashing red LED stays on solid. That indicates that learning mode is on. Now, initially on press, it starts blinking. We want to hold it down until it stays on solid, and then we're going to let it up. Now, as odd as it seems, a lot of people get stuck right here on this step. They'll just tap it and release. They don't hold it down until the red LED comes on solid. For whatever reason, this is a very confusing step for people. So you press and hold. You don't let up. As soon as you press it, the red LED starts blinking. When it's ready to learn, it will come on solid. That's when you let up. Now, in my experience, this takes about 7 seconds, not 3 seconds as given on the back of the remote. So you just wait for it to come on solid, then let up on that button. Now, step 2. We're going to press and release the key in the TV control section of the Mecool remote that you wish to train. We're going to start with the blue on-off button. So it's just a tap. You press and release. The red LED starts flashing again, so it had been on solid. Now it starts flashing again, and that indicates receiving mode is on. Step 3. Line up the 2 remotes, just like this. Step 4. Now press and hold the on-off button, because we're starting with the on-off button, but you press and hold the key you wish to learn from. This is our first key, and so we're going to start with on-off. I think that's probably most important. So you press and you're holding that down now until the red LED on the Mecool remote blinks very rapidly 3 times. That indicates that the signal has been received. As soon as you see that rapid 3 blink on the Mecool remote, you can let up on the button you're training from. Now, when you let up on the button, the Mecool remote continues flashing, but much more slowly. So you've got to kind of get this set in your head. We're starting with the on-off button. So we press and hold it. When the Mecool receives the signal, it'll blink rapidly 3 times. It had been on solid. As soon as it blinks rapidly 3 times, you release the button you're training from, which in this case is the on-off button on the TV remote. And now the Mecool remote starts blinking more slowly. When that happens, we go on to step 5. Now, we've received the signal, but it's still not set. So this is a step which is similar to, are you sure you want to do this on the computer? And yeah, you tell it, yep, I'm sure I want to learn the on-off button. So you press and release the blue set button to actually make it stick. And the red LED comes on solid again. Step 6, we're moving on to the next key that we wish to train. So you can train volume up, volume down, and the input or source keys. And you just repeat the steps 2 through 5. When you're done, when you've programmed all 4 keys, you press the blue set button again on the Mecool remote to escape from learning mode, and at that point the red LED will go off. What a great feature this is. It's so convenient to be able to operate both the TV and the TV box from one remote. Now you know why I own 2 of those $5 gooseneck mics. This combination provides similar functionality to a Fire TV stick remote, because you have TV on-off, box on-off, TV volume, box volume, TV input, and you have voice control. Another thing M8S Pro owners may wish to do is stop VS Launcher from flashing on startup. No matter which alternate launcher you install, no matter which method you use to make it the default launcher, even if you install Launcher Hijack app, VS Launcher always flashes on startup. The flash doesn't hurt anything, it's just annoying. So if you're up to it, to stop VS Launcher from flashing on startup every time you turn on the box, we'll use FX File Explorer. Find the latest version on apkmirror.com. There are 15 steps to this procedure, and it's very easy to go wrong. Best to take a screenshot of these instructions and have them right in front of you when you try this. It might also be a good idea to watch this sequence more than once. FX File Explorer opens to the Home folder. Navigate to the System Root folder and open it. Click OK to authorize root access. Navigate to the System, not the SYS folder, and open it. Navigate to the App folder. Select it, but don't open it. Open the menu on the status bar at the top right corner of the screen. Scroll to the bottom and click Mount Read Write. Check I understand the risk and click OK to remount the file system. Open the App folder. Click the selection rectangle on the status bar, top right corner of the screen. Navigate down to the VS Launcher 2 folder. Select it, but don't open it. Click Cut from the status bar, top right corner of the screen. Open the menu, top right corner of the screen, and create a new folder. Click OK to accept the name Untitled Folder. Click One Cut, as in one item cut, from the status bar, then paste. Back out. Usually takes about 5 returns. Restart. Problem solved.